About a week ago, I put up a video that talked about the idea of doing 4 HubSpot marketing certifications, digital marketing certifications, and another certification in a period of 14 days. Well, this video is a follow-up. I actually did 2 more, and I'm going to talk about the 6 HubSpot courses and certifications I completed. It's a journey. I'm going to refer to my notes a little bit because I want to give you an idea of what the days and times and everything were. Um, the thing about this one is it's going to have a companion video that you should probably check out. I did this for a reason. I'll go into that in a little bit, but I effectively am creating a game plan for those that are interested in a digital marketing career um, without having to go to college. So if you're interested in that, you're in the right place. Welcome, colleagues. I'm George Sloan. This is Myford University. Um, I may also put this on the MBA Accelerator channel. And my thought on this is this. Um, if you're interested in finding out how to do certifications and ones that might be interested in, I'm going to start covering some of them. I know we've covered a lot of theory, and you by now know my position on whether you should go to college or if there are other viable alternatives out there. My theory and position on that is there are, and there's some great ones. And I decided that I was going to create a game plan, a career game plan, and this video is part of that. There's going to be about 3 videos in total because we already did 1, and I'm going to give you 2 more today. So I did 6 HubSpot courses and certifications in the period of less than 3 weeks, and I also did another certification, and again, I'll mention it. So first things first, if you're interested in doing digital marketing and content marketing and social media marketing certifications, HubSpot is a good place to start. And what you're going to need is the link. And the link is effectively academy.hubspot.com. I will put the link below and in the pinned comment below. It's real easy. It's real simple. What's required: an email address, answering about 3 questions, and then, of course, no credit card because guess what? It's free. Can't beat that, right? So you want to do that. You want to sign up and you want to pick your first course. When I did it, it took me about 3 to 5 minutes from opening the site to starting the course, and I picked digital marketing. I did the first hour of digital marketing certification course, and it's roughly a 3-hour course in total. I started that on Friday, January 30th. The next day, I completed the final 2 hours of the course. That was Saturday, January 31st. The day after that, the next morning, I passed the exam in about 34 minutes, and I got the certification. So they give you about 3 hours to do the exam. They say it'll take you about an hour. On Sunday, February 2nd, I blew through it in about 34 minutes. And as I say, I got the certification. If you fail, you get to retake the exam in about 12 hours. Fortunately, I didn't need that option. Got the exam squared away. I didn't find that the exam was a cakewalk. I'll tell you that right now. The hardest questions were those check all and apply, because that kind of opens the door to missteps. So I highly recommend you carefully read the questions and all the answers, and do this before you select the final answer. And why I say that is, once you select your final answer, it's locked in. You cannot go back. So make sure that you're putting your best foot forward on this. Finally, the certification is valid for a year, which means that you may need to re-up. But again, that's a decision to worry about a year from now. But within a day, I could have done it sooner, but I was also doing this on a time frame that I'll explain, because everyone's busy. I'm busy. You're busy. But I want to make sure that you know that this works. So this certification, could have been done in a little over 3 hours. I did it over the course of 2 days and took the exam. All right. So next up was content marketing certification. This is a longer one. This is about 8 hours, and I started on Sunday night, February 1st, and I did about an hour of it. Then I did 2 hours each on Monday and Tuesday thereafter. I typically did about an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening. Uh, Again, you can do this before work, you can do it after work. If you want, you can burn through it. Bottom line is, you can make it work around your schedule. If you have other commitments, the program I'm presenting here, like I say, I did all this in 3 weeks. I could have done it in 2 or less, but I had other things going on. So I finished the course, and for the content marketing course, I finished it on Wednesday evening, and I did the exam in about 35 minutes Thursday morning, February 5th, and got the certification. So that's also about a 60 question quiz. You get 3 hours. They say it takes about an hour. Like I say, I blew through it pretty fast. I then decided that, look, I had about 4 more I wanted to do: social media marketing, SEO, inbound, and inbound marketing. So the next one up was the inbound certification. I started that on Thursday, February 5th. I finished and passed the exam on Friday, February 6th. The inbound marketing was a shorter course. Um, Here's the certification. So that's 3 down. I passed on this one, but it was a lot more challenging. I didn't score as well as I did on the first 2. This one was a little bit tougher. I recommend you take your time a little bit more. So I'm averaging about 34 minutes on each of these 60 question exams. Okay. So that's 3 courses in 1 week. Then again, averaging about 2 hours a day, typically 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. Next, I enrolled in social media marketing. This certification, started this on Friday, February 6th. I completed the course over the next few days. On the weekends, I did spend a little more time. I didn't just do 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. But I completed over the next few days. And the reason why I had to take a pause on February 9th through February 10th was I had to do a final review on a different certification that's not necessarily related to this, but I want to give you a point of reference. It was the PMI, or Project Management Institute, PMO-CP exam. That's the Project Management Office Certified Professional exam. I had to do that because I had enrolled for it about a year ago, and I had to put it on the back burner. And the window was going to close, I think, on February 16th. So I had to get to it. So that's a topic for another video, which there will be one, because I'm going to talk about project management certifications and the career path there. But I did take that. It was a difficult exam, grueling, and I got the certification. So had I not had to take that detour, I would have finished my surge of 6 of these things inside of a 2-week period, honestly. But again, I had to take that pause for whatever reason. In this case, it was I had to finish that other exam. Again, if you're interested in PMP and you're interested in PMO, there'll be other videos that I'll be doing. All right, so I resumed on Wednesday, February 11th, and I completed the exam. Completed it on Thursday, February 12th. I actually started the next morning. I completed approximately the 3-hour course on Friday evening, February 13th, and passed the exam the next morning. I didn't show you my social media one. Hold on one second. Yeah, we got the inbound. Yeah, I completed the social media one. Oh, I'm out of order here. Hold on one second. The SEO was completed. No. All right, we did the inbound. We also did the PMO. So now the inbound was passed on. I started that on I guess it was Friday evening, February 13th. Again, I got to check my notes on all of this. And I completed it and passed the exam on Tuesday, February 17th. So now we're up to 4. And that's where I did the other video. Effectively, in 14 days, I popped out 4 HubSpot digital marketing, marketing-oriented certifications. And I also did the PMI PMO-CP exam. Next, I had in mind that I wanted to do the SEO and the inbound marketing. So what I effectively did there was, no, I'm sorry, had to go back. Wednesday, the 2nd of February 11th, I completed the exam, and Thursday, I passed the exam and got the social media certification, which is right here. Then I went on and got into the inbound, and I also did the SEO. These are the 2 that weren't in the other video. So there's the inbound marketing and the SEO. All in, I did 6 HubSpot certifications and the PMI PMO-CP exam between Friday, January 30th and Tuesday, February 17th. Effectively, 18 to 19 days, depending on how you look at it. So less than 3 weeks, I did all of this. And I typically spent about an hour in the morning, hour in the evening. On weekends, I did a little bit more. My belief is that you can easily do this too. The reason why I did these exams were twofold. One, I wanted to see what the level of difficulty was, the quality, so on and so forth. And I was very impressed with HubSpot. 2, I already had a little bit of a background in this, and I wanted to, give myself a refresher, and then of course some validation, getting the certificates. So my feeling is that the whole thing, because I had to do the other exam, you could easily do this in 2 weeks. You could do all 6 of these in 2 weeks. And what I would recommend to you is, if you don't have other obligations and you're in a situation where you can dedicate more time, my feeling is you can probably pop one out every single day if you could focus on them exclusively. But if you're busy, like everyone is, I'm busy, take the time, do the 2-week run of it, and as I say, you can get 6 of them done. Now, I may move on and do 2 to 4 more. I kind of have my eye on SEO 2, social media marketing 2, digital advertising, and inbound marketing optimization. The thing is, you can pick and choose. I focused on these because, again, I wanted to create this game plan, plus I wanted the refresher. If you think this is possible for you, I would highly recommend you check out HubSpot. There are other alternatives. Google has some stuff. I think, was it SEMrush has some good stuff. But I was looking for free quality, and as I say, I'm very impressed with what I saw. Highly recommend you can do it. Now, why would you bother doing this? Because I'm going to give you the preview of what we're going on the next video. I'm going to provide you a game plan that is a digital marketing career that you can do with no college, that you can do in less than 30 days. You can be up and running. I have a whole video planned out where we'll go over the game plan. It's going to be published at the same time as this one, and I'm going to cross-reference each of them. I highly recommend you consider this. I even look into the idea of what kind of careers are involved. This would be a good freelance situation for someone. It could, it can substitute college, and the time and money investment is minimal at best, compared to 4 years and $200,000 to $300,000 on an undergraduate education. When you'd come out, you probably wanted to get this kind of a job anyway. So why not just jump forward on it? So the next video is the game plan. It's a non-college career in 30 days or less, effectively. And I'm going to share some free materials that would actually help you out. When it comes to the certifications, if you check the links down below, I'm going to give you some reference guides that I created for these certifications, some cram sheets, and some exam traps that you want to avoid. When I do the next video, I'm going to get into the game plan, and there'll be some freebies there for you where it'll have the actual game plan, um, the courses, a little reading list, and effectively a full analysis of the types of careers, the types of side businesses, the types of businesses you could start with this. And the best of all is you don't need college. We've talked about this before. Many of these major tech companies, they don't really care about college degrees anymore. What they care about is the skills. And you can put together a nice solid skill set here rather quickly. And there's a few other things you may have to do, but my view is if you're a person that's considering college but don't want to make the commitment, this might be a way to go. If you're out of college and you don't want to be slinging coffee at the local Starbucks, this might be a way for you to get into a solid career, and you can do it fast and it's free. And as I point out in the next video, the investment is minimal. You may already have what you need for the most part. If you have a smartphone and a laptop computer, you're probably 75% of the way there. With maybe a $200-300 more, maybe 500 more, you can actually get the other equipment that you might need. There's a few other things you might want to do, but I will put the whole thing together for you in a game plan. I highly recommend you check it out. So if you want to learn more about the certifications, check out the links below. There's some free materials that I put together for you to help you with it. Um, I'm getting to the point where we're beyond just theory. Now I'm going to start showing you application and how you can actually make this stuff work. College is not the only way to go. Or if you're thinking of going for an MBA, you'd be better off doing this, honestly. And we're going to talk about more of that in the game plan video. So with that, I want to thank you for joining us. We believe in learning it fast and applying it faster, and we're going to give you a real life application where you can get up and running in less than 30 days. I want to thank you. Like, share, please subscribe. I'm George Sloan, and we'll see you the next time. Thank you.